Hello. 2042. New update. Well, not new now. It's probably about a week old now. Upcoming week old. I did one of these. We got the scoreboard. So I thought I'd do one now. Have a look at the updates. I've actually had a bit of time to look at it, so it's not all. I'm not testing it out. I'm just talking about it as I go through a game of Orbital, which obviously is the map we got for the beta, isn't it? So we're all familiar with it. I'll come and revive you. Oh, Falk got there first. My aim hasn't got any better. Can I go get it? No. Okay. So loads of updates, like 400 fixes they managed, which is a lot of fixes. And I actually think it's more than that. I think there's a few in there that they didn't put in the patch notes. And honestly, it's made things better. My aim hasn't got any better, though. It really hasn't. So the bolts are still there. They're still in the attack vehicle, the transport vehicle category. They haven't moved into the attack vehicle category. That's not great. However, bloody hell, what was that? Was that a condor skidding along the floor? Madness. But what I was going to say about the bolt is, or the bolt, I don't actually know what it's called, but while it is not in the attack vehicle category yet, the game, they have a less of an effect on the game. They don't make it as unenjoyable experience as they did before. God, I am still useless. Oh, I was going to get him something else. Shouldn't have worried about that. That Ranger, yeah. And the reason why they don't have an effect on it, I know that they've received a slight nerf, but not enough to change it. Please cancel. But there's just a few things now. Use this! That make bolts and vehicles in general less effective. So I just want to go through a couple of those. For a start, Irish, our specialist, has received an update, and it's a really good update. I don't really know exactly what they've done, but his trophy system seems to block more projectiles than it used to. It used to block basically none of them, and you'd be standing there and you'd get just destroyed by projectiles, and it's like, well, what's the point of even having a trophy system? But it seems to be better, particularly on Breakthrough. I've been getting loads of... Oh, hello. I'm in trouble. Fair enough. Unexpected facial. That's funny. So those three of those to start there, but really, that should have been only 7 of them. I missed so many shots. So Irish has got better. Sundance has got better. Her grenades actually hit stuff that you... He got a shotgun. Her grenades actually chase stuff now that they're supposed to. Before, you'd throw them up in the air, and they'd fly off in a totally random direction. Oh, yeah, the shotgun. The shotgun. They'd fly off in a totally random direction, and you couldn't use them against ground vehicles. Whereas now, they do. They're targeting all sorts of stuff.
They're expanding resources. We need to weaken them further.
That was a long life. And the next thing they've done to combat the bolt is, or ground vehicles in general, is the anti-tank mines no longer disappear when you die, which is huge. Absolutely huge. So basically, before you'd be putting anti-tank mines down to stop vehicles going down a certain laneway, and then you'd get killed, probably by a nightbird or something.
You can throw most sectors on the back.
And then all of a sudden, it's gone. It disappears. Whereas now they stay there. So there's more anti-vehicle stuff on the ground. Who shot him?
I'm here to help.
We're in full command of Delta Sector.
Let me help you.
Sector 1, capture.
Oh.
Troops are on site.
Who did that? Is he up? Oh, he's up there. I see. I did see him shooting before. I didn't know where he was. That tornado coming in. Somebody on top of it.
Reloading.
Funny. So yeah, vehicles in general, they are not as much of a problem as they were. A lot of vehicle players were complaining, I've been reading about it on Reddit, about the C5 drone, and they haven't got rid of the C5 drone, which, to be honest, I think is bollocks. You know, in previous battlefields we've had C5 drones, or C4 drones as they used to be called. Don't really want to get sucked into this tornado, to be honest. Run around it. So yeah, previously we had C4 drones or C5 drones, and they've been removed straight away because they're overpowered, and they are still overpowered here. But there's a few things that they've done to change drones as a whole. They used to have a 250 meter. What am I doing? They used to have a 250 meter limit, so they get 250 meters away from their Casper. Now it's 150 meters. If you hit them with an AMP now, they get destroyed straight away. And Sundance's grenade will now target them, so using a drone is a lot more of a chore now than it was before. So there's less of an anti-vehicle thing from the drones. Oh, the rocket blew up. Cool. That's pretty cool, to be fair. That's another change that they implemented before when that happened.
They've occupied Charlie Sector.
It would cause the server to get all sticky, it'll go all rubber bandy. But that didn't happen, did it? That was buttery smooth. Cool. Tornado destroying. That's what you want out of a game of orbital. Tornado destroying the rocket. So honestly, look, I've been running around here, haven't I? And did this a few months ago playing Battlefield. I'd have been absolutely destroyed by all the vehicles, and I just haven't been. The vehicle balance is better. I think there's fewer of them, but I also think that they've just fixed. Oh my god, kill him. Oh. They've just fixed a number of things
Our troops are attacking Charlie 1.
relating to them.
Our troops have taken an objective.
We're gonna go in. Oh, I didn't see where he went. See, that was a row. And pre-update, you didn't see too many rows kicking about. Because he's rubbish, he didn't work at all. Rao was the worst of the specialists, and now he's okay.
Echo sector is now secure.
So he still
Every
hacks.
sector is under our control. Good work.
Come in.
We have lost an objective.
Check my corners there. Yeah, so he's now got one of Pike's abilities,
They're at half strength. Proceed according to plan.
which is when he gets shot, you get your location revealed. Oh, I don't want to fight that MEV, really. Oh, that Condor. Bloody hell. You see a lot more of them out now. Oh.
Foxtrot 1.
Alright, look going over there again. Should we go to A1? Who are we shooting at, mate? I actually don't know where he is. I have no idea where he was at all. Oh, just saw the turret. Thank you. Oh, I hate Boris.
Enemy forces have cost us half our resources.
Something that did happen with the scoreboard introduction,
They've occupied
and I think will happen a bit more now. You know, RAW is a bit more viable. Sundance is a bit more viable. Is it reduced the number of Boris players? Like, I'd say, at this, like the new year, at this game's lowest ebb.
One of our objectives is being invaded.
So many Borises about, I just couldn't move for getting aimbotted by a turret. Is there somebody up here? I don't hear footsteps. Yeah, there is. It's the problem with talking and playing at the same time.
We have control of Echo Sector.
Nice. That was a bit of a super bullet there, wasn't it? I think that Major Weasel, that second guy I killed, I think that I hit him with one bullet. It took about 50 health off him. In general, though, gunplay so much better. The way the controller feels, it's night and day. Honestly, it's so much better. I find aiming to be, I'm still not very good, but so much easier. Before, I was sliding all over the place and just missing all my shots, but now it's not too bad.
Stop the attack on Charlie 2.
See, there was no way before. I'm not fighting a ranger. I'm just not doing it. I'm not fighting rangers.
Occupation of Foxtrot Sector complete.
Bad shot. Yeah, I just find the gunplay to be so much better. Well, particularly the assault rifles. I've mostly been sticking with them. So this far, in particular. See you later, unexpected facial. Oh. Oh, they've got a spawn beacon in there. I see. Yeah, particularly the assault rifles. Before, I couldn't hit anything. Just like that. He's gonna join. That was lucky. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
They've taken all of Foxtrot Sector.
Which is obviously a big plus. It's a shooter, so you want the gunplay to be better. Did not see him at all. Oh. Any of you guys medics? Oh, there's an angel coming over. Good man. Thank you.
Thank you.
So gunplay, huge plus. They get a huge thumbs up from me.
I need transport.
I should get carried along. I did.
Hold on.
And you could be saying it's not enough, or it's too little, too late. And fair enough. If that's your take,
Got something for you.
I've got no disrespect for that at all. My armor not topping up. There you go. No disrespect for that take at all. But undoubtedly,
US troops assaulting one of
things
our
have
objectives.
improved. This is a much better, much crisper game than it was before. So this is probably how it should have released. I think that's a fair assessment.
Use this.
If it had released like this, it would be a deeply flawed game. We'd be talking about problems, we'd be debating specialists and open maps and number of weapons, and we'd all have debates about all these sort of things.
Requesting ranger drop
But
these coordinates.
we wouldn't be talking about how the fact that at a base level, the game doesn't work. So, it is too late, or it is at least late, but
Hostile immobilized.
it's a good start. It's a good start to getting that player base back and making people feel more optimistic about the game, I think. So, it gets a thumbs up from me, this update. I mean, and there's loads of quality of life changes, you know, that I can't go through in this. But the big ones are the vehicle balance versus infantry. I'm not so sure about the vehicle balance versus other vehicles, but vehicles versus infantry is so much better. So much better.
They've just taken Delta Sector.
And infantry versus infantry is more fun. Less frustrating. There's less stuff that, I don't know, before I always felt like everything was really inconsistent. I felt like it was a bit like luck of the draw. I'd either absolutely turn someone to mincemeat or be turned to mincemeat myself, whereas now, when I lose, I think fair game. When I win, I think I deserved it. So, I'm pretty happy. All they got to do now is give us some content. There's probably a few more fixes that they need to do. Maybe one more patch in May, and then they've got to do some content. It's been way too long now.
They've captured Bravo Sector.
It's a good win on all of this. We've done quite well, haven't we? That's my score. 9th.
Stop
Not
the US
bad.
forces from conquering every sector.
Don't mind 9th.
Delta 2 assaulted by US forces.
I also don't know. I can't talk PC. I'm on PlayStation 5, but I feel like the game just runs better. I feel like the graphics look better. Oh, I still hate Boris though. Yeah, used up all my ammo trying to kill a virus. Yeah, a few more fixes, and I think we're in a really good spot. I think players will come back. I think people are enjoying it more. There's been a few really good modes on Portal recently, Flashback Conquest. Just think the vibe is just getting better. The enjoyment, it's less frustrating.
I
think it's just getting better.
Our forces have captured an objective.
So, thumbs up to me for update 4.0. Hopefully there's more to come. And
Victory is ours, no bad.
bring on Season 1. I think that was good. Thanks for being here. We're 15 and 9, it's alright. I've had worse. Definitely had worse.
Don't be sad. This is just how it works out sometimes.
A good day's work.
What blew up in the background about that? Oh, that's a new bug. Everyone walks in a little group. Funny. Alright, I'll catch you in a bit.